Story tonight, the Navy canceled the deployment of the USS Truman. The carrier and her support ships were supposed to leave Friday from Naval Station Norfolk for the Middle East.
But lawmakers can't make a deal to pass a budget for the military, and sequestration is looming. It's something outgoing Defense Secretary Leon Panetta slammed Democrats and Republicans for.
This is not a game. This is reality. These steps would seriously damage a fragile American economy, and they would degrade our ability to respond to crisis precisely at a time of rising instability across the globe.
Without a deal by March the 1st, sequestration will take effect. The Navy's decision to hold the Truman is the military's first major action.
And we're on your side with team coverage tonight. Lauren Compton's live at Naval Station Norfolk. She talked with sailors and their families.
But we start with Jason Marks, who talked to 4 local lawmakers, including both Virginia senators. Jason.
Alvita, there's a lot on the line here, and I heard the frustration in the voices of our lawmakers. They know what military cuts will do to this area, and they believe they can be prevented.
There's a stupid way and a less stupid way to do this.
Finding that less stupid way to make cuts is something Virginia lawmakers say needs to be the focus. They believe leaving the Truman in home port is a terrible way to start.
It affects our ability to respond to those threats, especially in that region of the world.
Top military officials stressed how important it is to have 2 carriers in the Persian Gulf at all times. But with the threat of budget cuts, the Navy has decided the threat in the region would have to take a back seat.
I've been saying for over a year now that national defense and our military could not withstand the massive cuts we've already made, $487 billion.
I thought about all these sailors who have made arrangements for the next 8 months and have their lives turned topsy-turvy because Congress can't find a budget deal.
The sequestration deadline is March 1st. Senator Tim Kaine believes Congress shouldn't be so focused on that deadline, but rather coming up with a budget that could make cuts in other areas.
Why would we just let this sequester go into effect 6 weeks before both houses are going to have a budget that will lay out in a more logical fashion, how these decisions should be made?
This will not only affect government contractors, federal employees, or our men and women in the armed forces, but it's going to affect restaurants, gas stations, everybody who is part of the overall economy.
Lawmakers say if something isn't done soon, today's news will be just the beginning.
There will be more announcements like this, and it's up. The ball is squarely on the shoulders of Congress, both houses and both parties.
Senator Kaine says there's an armed services hearing tomorrow, and Secretary Panetta and General Martin Dempsey, Joint Chiefs of Staff, will be there.
So I'm going to have them explain to everybody around the table, in case there are folks who don't have naval bases in their state. I'm going to have them explain what this means, and I'm going to get them to explain how idiotic it is.
Kaine also wants him to explain how it can be solved the right way. In the newsroom, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.